Introduction: The power of visionary leadership. What separates great leaders from average ones? Is it talent, charisma, or sheer hard work? While these traits matter, Michael Hyatt argues that the defining factor of extraordinary leadership lies in one thing: vision. Vision is the ability to imagine a better future, articulate it clearly, and inspire others to work toward making it a reality. The vision-driven leader makes a compelling case for why leaders must master the art of vision if they want to energize their teams, scale their businesses, and leave a lasting impact. But here's the catch: having a vision isn't enough. It must be clear, compelling, and actionable. Consider this: without vision, even the most talented teams and resourceful organizations drift aimlessly. Without vision, opportunities slip by unnoticed, and challenges seem insurmountable. But with vision, you unlock a roadmap for success. A well-defined vision aligns teams, motivates action, and transforms lofty dreams into achievable goals. Why vision matters more than ever. The need for visionary leadership has never been greater in today's world. Businesses face increasing uncertainty, and teams look to their leaders for direction and clarity. Leaders who lack vision often find themselves reacting to crises, falling into stagnation, or worse, losing the trust of their people. Hyatt reminds us, a vision doesn't guarantee success, but having no vision guarantees failure. This book is a practical guide to creating and communicating a vision that inspires confidence and drives action. Through transformative questions, we will walk you through the process of clarifying your goals, focusing your efforts, and energizing your organization. He shares lessons from his personal journey, including both triumphs and failures, to illustrate how visionary leadership can make or break a company's future. What makes this book different? Unlike many leadership books that stop at theory, the vision-driven leader provides actionable strategies for crafting a vision that works in the real world. Hyatt takes you beyond buzzwords and vague aspirations, helping you create a vision script, a written document that details every aspect of your organization's desired future. This book challenges outdated ideas about leadership, showing that vision isn't just for CEOs or founders. Whether you're leading a small team or a global organization, vision is the tool that will help you inspire others, overcome resistance, and make bold decisions with confidence. What you'll learn in this book. This book is structured around 6 key principles of visionary leadership, each explored in its own chapter. 1. The foundation of vision. Why vision is essential for leadership success and how it drives organizations forward. 2. Crafting a clear vision script. The steps to articulate your vision in a way that is both inspiring and practical. 3. Aligning your team with the vision. How to gain buy-in from key stakeholders and ensure everyone is moving in the same direction. 4. Overcoming vision resistance. Strategies to address internal and external challenges that arise when implementing your vision. 5. Clarity, not speed. Why a clear vision matters more than rapid execution, and how to refine your vision over time. 6. Inspiring action through vision. How to lead with confidence, communicate effectively, and transform your vision into reality. A call to action for leaders. Whether you're a seasoned executive or an emerging leader, this book is your invitation to think bigger, dream boldly, and lead with purpose. Hyatt writes with one goal in mind: to empower you to step into your role as a vision-driven leader. So, ask yourself, are you ready to move beyond managing day-to-day tasks and start shaping the future? Do you have a vision that inspires others to give their best? Can you lead your team or organization with clarity, courage, and conviction? If you're ready to answer these questions, this book will guide you every step of the way. Visionary leadership isn't just about what you can achieve. It's about the legacy you leave behind. Are you ready to transform your leadership and build a future that inspires? Let's begin. The ability to envision the future is as important to leadership as the ability to make it inspiring to others. Michael Hyatt. Chapter 1. The Foundation of Vision. Why vision is essential for leadership. What is the one thing that separates thriving organizations from those that struggle to survive? According to Michael Hyatt, it's vision. Without a clear vision, even the most talented teams, the most innovative ideas, and the most robust resources can fall short. Vision is the foundation upon which great leadership is built and the engine that propels organizations forward. In this chapter, we'll explore why vision is the cornerstone of leadership success and how it transforms not just businesses, but also the people within them. Why vision matters? Hyatt begins by addressing a critical misconception. Vision is not a luxury reserved for large organizations or CEOs. It's a necessity for anyone in a leadership position. Whether you're leading a multinational corporation or a small team, having a clear, compelling vision sets the stage for success. Vision answers the fundamental question, where are we going? Without this clarity, teams flounder, priorities scatter, and progress stalls. A vision provides focus and alignment, giving every person in the organization a clear sense of purpose and direction. Consider this analogy. Imagine boarding a plane where the pilot has no flight plan. Would you feel confident reaching your destination? Leadership without vision is like that aimless pilot, leaving the team unsure of where they're headed or how to get there. The difference between leaders and managers. Hyatt draws a critical distinction between leaders and managers. Leaders create vision and think long-term. They imagine the possibilities and chart a course for the future. Managers execute the vision and think short-term. They focus on processes, efficiency, and immediate goals. Both roles are essential, but without vision from the leader, the manager's work becomes directionless. Hyatt uses President John F. Kennedy as an example of visionary leadership. Faced with the Soviet Union's early dominance in space exploration, Kennedy set an ambitious goal: to land an American on the moon and return him safely to Earth. At the time, this vision seemed impossible. The U.S. lagged behind in the space race, and skeptics doubted the feasibility of such a mission. Yet Kennedy's vision inspired scientists, engineers, and the nation as a whole. His clarity of purpose rallied the team and overcame monumental challenges, culminating in the historic Apollo 11 moon landing in 1969. Compare this to a leader without vision. Hyatt cites President George H.W. Bush's lack of a clear, driving goal during his presidency, which left voters feeling disconnected and uninspired. The lesson? A compelling vision not only motivates teams, but also defines leadership itself. Vision as a competitive advantage. In today's world, vision is a competitive advantage. It prevents organizations from becoming stagnant and equips them to adapt to new challenges. Hyatt emphasizes that vision-driven leaders anticipate change. They prepare for the future instead of reacting to crises. Seize opportunities. With a clear goal in mind, they recognize opportunities others overlook. Align priorities. Vision keeps the team focused on what matters most, avoiding wasted time and effort. Did you know? Kodak, once a leader in photography, failed to adapt to the digital age because it lacked a forward-looking vision. This unpreparedness cost the company its market dominance. The risks of leading without vision. Leading without vision isn't just ineffective, it's dangerous. Hyatt identifies several pitfalls leaders face when they lack a clear direction. 1. Unpreparedness for the future. Like Kodak, organizations without vision are blindsided by change. 2. Missed opportunities. Without a clear goal, potential breakthroughs pass unnoticed. 3. Scattered priorities. Teams become overwhelmed by competing demands, leading to confusion and inefficiency. 4. Wasted resources. Time, money, and energy are squandered on efforts that don't align with long-term objectives. Hyatt shares a personal example of launching a publishing company early in his career. Initially, the business flourished, publishing a wide variety of books. However, the lack of a clear vision eventually led to strategic missteps, financial strain, and the company's collapse. This failure taught Hyatt a valuable lesson. Drive and ideas are not enough. Vision is essential. Leaders create what doesn't exist. Hyatt highlights that visionary leaders are creators. They imagine possibilities that others cannot see and work tirelessly to bring them to life. As Seth Godin puts it, leaders create things that didn't exist before. Visionary leaders. Take risks and challenge the status quo. Inspire others to see beyond immediate obstacles. Drive innovation and transformation, even in the face of resistance. Reflection questions. To develop your vision, Hyatt encourages leaders to start by asking themselves critical questions. What do I want to achieve for my organization? How will this vision improve the lives of the people I serve? What legacy do I want to leave behind as a leader? By reflecting on these questions, you can begin to clarify your vision and take the first steps toward creating a brighter future for your team and organization. A call to action for leaders. Vision isn't just about imagining the future, it's about creating it. As a leader, you have the unique opportunity to chart a course that inspires others and transforms what's possible. Whether you're starting from scratch or refining an existing vision, the key is to take action. Begin by articulating a clear, compelling vision, and watch as it energizes your team and unlocks new opportunities for success. If the vision is compelling enough, people will apply their best thinking and efforts to figure it out, regardless of the obstacles and opposition. Michael Hyatt. Chapter 2. Crafting a Clear Vision Script. Your roadmap to success. A vision without clarity is like a road map without directions. It leads nowhere. Michael Hyatt emphasizes that while having a vision is essential, making it clear, actionable, and inspiring is the key to turning it into reality. In this chapter, we explore the concept of a vision script, a practical tool to articulate your vision and serve as a guiding light for your team and organization. What is a vision script? A vision script is a detailed, written document that describes the future you want to create for your organization. Unlike vague mission statements or wishful thinking, a vision script provides a comprehensive picture of success. It answers critical questions about where you're going, what success looks like, and how you'll get there. Hyatt explains that a well-crafted vision script includes 4 key areas. 1. The team. What does your team look like? How do they work together? 2. The product. What products or services do you offer, and how do they stand out? 3. The sales and marketing. How do you reach your customers and what impact do you make? 4. The impact. What difference does your organization make in the world? A vision script goes beyond abstract ideas. It paints a vivid, tangible picture of the future that motivates and inspires everyone involved. Why write it down? Hyatt emphasizes the power of writing your vision down. A written vision clarifies your thinking. Putting your vision into words forces you to articulate it clearly. Creates accountability. A written document holds you and your team accountable for progress. Inspires action. A clear, detailed vision script energizes your team and fosters commitment. As Hyatt puts it, a vision that isn't written down is just a dream. The difference between vision and mission. Many leaders confuse vision with mission, but the two serve distinct purposes. Mission statement defines who you are, what you do, and why you exist. It focuses on the present. Vision script describes where you're going and what you want to achieve. It focuses on the future. For example, a mission statement might say, "We create innovative software solutions for small businesses." A vision script would describe the future state of the company. By 2030, we will be the global leader in small business software, empowering over 10 million entrepreneurs to succeed. Steps to crafting your vision script. 1. Find a quiet space to reflect. Vision work requires deep, uninterrupted thinking. Step away from the day-to-day demands of leadership and find a space where you can think clearly about the future. 2. Believe in a better future. Start with optimism. Your vision should reflect the best possible future for your organization. Avoid limiting yourself with current challenges or constraints. 3. Use the 4 vision areas. Team. Imagine the ideal culture, size, and skill set of your team. Product. Visualize the products or services you offer at their highest potential. Sales and marketing. Picture how you connect with your audience and the value you deliver. Impact. Think about the legacy your organization will leave behind. 4. Be specific and vivid. Avoid vague statements like, "We want to grow." Instead, write detailed, measurable goals. We will increase revenue by 50% over the next 3 years by launching 2 new product lines and expanding into international markets. 5. Review and refine. A vision script is a living document. Revisit it periodically to refine and adjust as your organization evolves. The power of clarity. Hyatt introduces the concept of the vision grid, which helps leaders evaluate the clarity of their vision. The grid has 4 quadrants. 1. Abstract and implicit. The vision is vague and not clearly communicated. 2. Abstract and explicit. The leader understands the vision but hasn't made it concrete. 3. Concrete and implicit. The vision is clear to the leader but not to the team. 4. Concrete and explicit. The vision is fully articulated, understood, and embraced by the team. The goal is to move your vision into quadrant 4, where it is clear, actionable, and widely understood. Real-life examples of vision in action. Hyatt recounts the story of Walt Disney, who envisioned a revolutionary amusement park long before Disneyland existed. His vision was detailed and specific. He imagined a clean, family-friendly park with innovative attractions and immersive storytelling. Disney's ability to articulate this vision inspired his team to overcome enormous challenges and create what is now a global entertainment empire. On the other hand, Hyatt shares a cautionary tale from his own career when he and a business partner launched a publishing company without a clear vision. While they had passion and drive, the lack of direction led to strategic missteps and the eventual collapse of the business. This failure reinforced the importance of having a clear, written vision. Reflection questions. If someone asked you where your organization will be in 5 years, could you describe it clearly? What does success look like for your team, products, sales, and impact? How can you ensure your vision is specific, inspiring, and actionable? A call to action for leaders. Your vision is the compass that guides your organization. Crafting a clear vision script isn't just an exercise. It's a leadership imperative. Take the time to articulate your vision, share it with your team, and use it as a roadmap to navigate the future. Remember, a great vision isn't just about what you want to achieve. It's about inspiring others to believe in it and work toward it with you. Clarity is more important than execution speed. Michael Hyatt. Chapter 3. Aligning your team with the vision, gaining buy-in, and building momentum. A vision is only as powerful as the people who bring it to life. In this chapter, Michael Hyatt highlights the importance of alignment, ensuring that your team not only understands your vision, but also believes in it and commits to making it a reality. A leader can craft the most inspiring vision script, but without buy-in from the team, the vision will never take flight. Why team alignment matters? Hyatt explains that alignment creates a shared sense of purpose, which is essential for fostering trust, collaboration, and high performance. When everyone understands the vision and their role in achieving it, momentum builds naturally. Misalignment, on the other hand, leads to confusion, inefficiency, and disengagement. Imagine a rowing team where every member is paddling in a different direction. Progress is impossible. But when everyone rows together with a common purpose, the boat moves swiftly toward its destination. Barriers to team alignment. Gaining alignment isn't always easy. Hyatt identifies common challenges leaders face when trying to get their team on board. 1. Lack of clarity. If the vision is vague or confusing, team members won't know how to contribute. 2. Resistance to change. People often resist new ideas, especially if they disrupt routines or require additional effort. 3. Competing priorities. Without clear direction, teams may focus on conflicting goals, diluting their efforts. 4. Cynicism. Previous failed initiatives can lead to skepticism and hesitation. Overcoming these barriers requires intentional communication, collaboration, and leadership. Communicating the vision effectively. Hyatt stresses that leaders must communicate their vision in a way that inspires and motivates. Simply presenting a vision script isn't enough. You must tell a story that connects emotionally and intellectually with your team. Key strategies for communicating the vision. 1. Be clear and specific. Avoid jargon or abstract statements. Instead of saying, We want to grow, say, our goal is to increase market share by 20% within 3 years by expanding into 2 new regions and launching a premium product line. 2. Connect the vision to their role. Help team members see how their individual contributions align with the larger vision. For example, explain how a marketer's campaign supports the company's mission to reach new customers. 3. Appeal to emotion. Use stories, analogies, and examples to make the vision relatable. Highlight the positive impact the vision will have on customers, employees, and the broader community. 4. Involve the team. Ask for feedback and input during the visioning process. This not only improves the vision, but also increases buy-in by making people feel heard and valued. Gaining buy-in. Team alignment isn't just about understanding the vision, it's about emotional commitment. Hyatt explains that people are more likely to buy into a vision when they feel it aligns with their values, aspirations, and sense of purpose. Steps to gaining buy-in. 1. Start with the why. Simon Sinek famously said, "People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it." Begin by explaining the purpose behind your vision, why it matters, and how it will make a difference. 2. Highlight the benefits. Show your team what's in it for them. Will the vision create growth opportunities, improve job satisfaction, or enhance organizational impact? 3. Address concerns. Be proactive about acknowledging potential challenges or sacrifices. Show that you've considered their concerns and have a plan to address them. 4. Celebrate early wins. Demonstrating progress toward the vision builds confidence and reinforces belief in the vision's feasibility. Creating a culture of alignment. Alignment isn't a one-time event. It's an ongoing process. Hyatt encourages leaders to embed the vision into the culture of their organization by reinforcing the vision regularly. Incorporate the vision into meetings, performance reviews, and company updates to keep it top of mind. Hiring for alignment. Ensure new hires share the values and goals outlined in the vision. Recognizing contributions. Celebrate individuals and teams who embody the vision through their work. When the vision becomes a central part of the organization's culture, alignment happens organically. The role of leadership in alignment. Leaders set the tone for alignment. Hyatt stresses that leaders must embody the vision through their actions, decisions, and communication. If you expect your team to believe in the vision, you must model that belief through your behavior. Leaders who fail to align their actions with the vision risk losing credibility. For example, a leader who preaches innovation but resists change sends mixed messages that undermine trust. Real-life example: Southwest Airlines. Southwest Airlines is a shining example of team alignment around a clear vision. The company's vision is to provide affordable, friendly, and reliable air travel. Every employee, from pilots to customer service representatives, understands their role in delivering this vision. Southwest's leadership reinforces the vision through hiring practices, training programs, and internal communication. This alignment has enabled the airline to build a loyal customer base and maintain a competitive edge in the industry. Reflection questions. Is your team aligned with your vision? How do you know? What steps can you take to communicate your vision more effectively? How can you create a culture that reinforces alignment with the vision? A call to action for leaders. Alignment is the bridge between a great vision and great results. By clearly communicating your vision, addressing concerns, and creating a culture of alignment, you can inspire your team to work together toward a shared goal. Remember, the best leaders don't just tell their team where to go, they bring them along for the journey. Vision without action is a dream. Action without vision is a nightmare. Vision with action can change the world. Michael Hyatt. Chapter 4. Overcoming Vision Resistance. Navigating Challenges with Courage. No great vision comes to life without resistance. Whether from external forces, your team, or even within yourself, resistance is an inevitable part of leadership. In this chapter, Michael Hyatt explores how visionary leaders can anticipate, address, and overcome resistance to ensure their vision moves forward. Resistance is not a sign of failure. It's a sign that you're pushing boundaries, challenging the status quo, and pursuing meaningful change. As Hyatt emphasizes, there are no dreams without resistance. The sources of resistance. Resistance can arise from several areas, and understanding its origins is the first step to overcoming it. 1. External resistance. This type of resistance comes from outside your organization. It might include competitors, market conditions, industry norms, or regulatory barriers. External resistance often stems from stakeholders who feel threatened by change or who benefit from maintaining the status quo. Example: when Netflix shifted from DVD rentals to streaming services, it faced resistance from traditional media companies. Despite criticism, Netflix persisted with its vision, ultimately disrupting the entertainment industry. 2. Internal resistance. Resistance can also come from within your team. Employees might fear change, doubt the vision's feasibility, or worry about how it will affect their roles. This type of resistance often stems from uncertainty, miscommunication, or a lack of trust. 3. Self-resistance. Sometimes the biggest resistance comes from within the leader. Doubt, fear of failure, and imposter syndrome can cause you to second-guess your vision. Hyatt acknowledges that even the most confident leaders experience moments of self-resistance, but overcoming it is essential for inspiring others. Common forms of resistance. Hyatt identifies specific types of resistance that visionary leaders are likely to encounter. 1. Fear of change. People naturally resist stepping outside their comfort zones, even when the change is positive. 2. Skepticism. If your team has experienced past failures, they may doubt the success of a new vision. 3. Overwhelm. A bold vision can feel intimidating, causing team members to question their ability to execute it. 4. Criticism. Visionary leaders often face criticism from stakeholders who disagree with their approach. Strategies for overcoming resistance. 1. Address concerns head-on. Ignoring resistance will only cause it to fester. Instead, create opportunities for open dialogue where team members can voice their concerns. Listen actively, acknowledge their feelings, and provide reassurance about the vision's purpose and benefits. 2. Build trust through transparency. Resistance often stems from fear of the unknown. By sharing as much information as possible, you can reduce uncertainty and build trust. Be honest about potential challenges and how you plan to address them. 3. Break the vision into manageable steps. A big vision can feel overwhelming. Break it down into smaller, actionable milestones that give your team confidence and a sense of progress. Celebrate early wins to build momentum and show that the vision is achievable. 4. Reaffirm your commitment. Your team looks to you for confidence and direction. If you waver in your belief, they will too. Be vocal about your commitment to the vision and demonstrate it through your actions. 5. Anticipate resistance. Before rolling out your vision, identify potential sources of resistance and develop a plan to address them. Consider who might resist and why, and prepare to engage them with empathy and logic. The role of courage in visionary leadership. Courage is a non-negotiable trait for vision-driven leaders. Hyatt explains that leaders must be willing to face criticism, setbacks, and uncertainty with resilience and determination. Courage allows you to push through fear and self-doubt, stand firm in the face of opposition, make difficult decisions, even when they're unpopular. Example: Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s vision for civil rights faced extraordinary resistance, but his courage and unwavering commitment inspired millions to join his cause. His leadership exemplifies the power of courage in overcoming opposition. Developing tenacity to overcome resistance. Hyatt emphasizes that overcoming resistance requires tenacity, a steadfast determination to keep going, even when progress is slow or setbacks occur. Tenacity is developed through 1. Clarity of purpose. A strong why fuels persistence. Remind yourself and your team of the vision's importance and the impact it will create. 2. Support systems. Surround yourself with people who encourage you and hold you accountable. Your mastermind alliance can be a valuable source of strength during challenging times. 3. Self-care. Leadership is demanding, and burnout can weaken your resolve. Prioritize physical, emotional, and mental well-being to sustain your energy and focus. Lessons from history. The case of Dr. Ignaz Semmelweis. Dr. Ignaz Semmelweis, a 19th century physician, discovered that hand washing could drastically reduce infections in hospitals. Despite clear evidence, his peers resisted his findings, dismissing him as radical. Though his ideas were only widely accepted after his death, Semmelweis' tenacity and courage paved the way for modern hygiene practices. This story underscores the importance of persistence in the face of resistance. As Hyatt notes, vision-driven leaders must be prepared to fight for what they believe in, even when others doubt them. Reflection questions. What types of resistance have you encountered when implementing your vision? How can you anticipate and address resistance before it becomes a roadblock? What strategies can you use to strengthen your courage and tenacity as a leader? A call to action for leaders. Resistance is not a barrier. It's a sign that you're making progress. By understanding the sources of resistance, engaging with it proactively, and demonstrating courage, you can overcome obstacles and keep your vision moving forward. As a vision-driven leader, your job is not to eliminate resistance, but to transform it into growth opportunities. With clarity, commitment, and resilience, you can turn challenges into stepping stones for success. Visionary leaders don't fear resistance. They embrace it as part of the journey to greatness. Michael Hyatt. Chapter 5. Clarity over speed. Refining your vision for maximum impact. In a world obsessed with speed, leaders often feel pressured to act quickly. However, Michael Hyatt argues that when it comes to vision, clarity matters more than speed. A rushed vision, no matter how well-intentioned, can lead to confusion, misalignment, and ultimately, failure. In this chapter, we'll explore why clarity is the cornerstone of effective vision and how to refine your vision to maximize its impact. Why clarity matters. Clarity brings confidence. A clear vision provides a roadmap for your team, ensuring everyone understands where the organization is headed and how their role contributes to success. Without clarity, even the most motivated teams can become disoriented, wasting time and energy on tasks that don't align with the overarching goal. Hyatt explains, a clear vision inspires action, minimizes uncertainty, and fosters alignment. In other words, clarity transforms your vision from a lofty ideal into a practical, actionable plan. The problem with moving too quickly. Leaders often mistake speed for progress. In their rush to implement a vision, they risk skipping essential steps like gaining alignment, refining details, and anticipating challenges. Hyatt cautions against this approach, pointing out that 1. Unrefined visions cause confusion. Without clear direction, teams struggle to prioritize and make decisions. 2. Rushed implementation leads to mistakes. Important details are overlooked, causing setbacks and frustration. 3. Lack of buy-in slows momentum. If the vision isn't communicated effectively, it won't gain the support needed to succeed. Hyatt uses the metaphor of a builder constructing a house without a blueprint. The result may be a structure, but it's unlikely to be functional, efficient, or lasting. How to refine your vision. Refining your vision takes time and intentional effort. Hyatt outlines several strategies to ensure your vision is clear, compelling, and ready for execution. 1. Test the vision with key stakeholders. Before rolling out your vision to the entire team, share it with trusted advisors or members of your mastermind alliance. Their feedback can help you identify blind spots, clarify ambiguities, and strengthen the vision. 2. Use the vision grid. Revisit the vision grid introduced in Chapter 2 to evaluate your vision's clarity. 3. Break it down into core components. Divide your vision into manageable parts. Hyatt suggests focusing on the 4 areas outlined in your vision script. The team. What changes or growth will your team need to achieve the vision? The product. How will your offerings evolve to meet future demands? Sales and marketing. What strategies will you use to reach your audience and communicate value? Impact. What tangible difference will your vision make in the world? 4. Create SMART goals. Transform your vision into specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound SMART goals. For example, instead of saying, "We want to expand, clarify," We will enter 3 new markets within the next 18 months, increasing revenue by 25%. 5. Visualize success. Use visualization techniques to imagine what success looks like. What does your organization look like in 5 years? How are team members interacting? What results have you achieved? These vivid mental images can help you refine and focus your vision. The role of communication and clarity. Even the clearest vision can falter if it's not communicated effectively. Hyatt emphasizes the importance of consistent, transparent communication to reinforce your vision and ensure it stays top of mind. Communicate often. Repetition is key. Share your vision in meetings, newsletters, and one-on-one conversations to ensure it becomes embedded in the organization's culture. Use stories and examples. Stories make visions relatable. Hyatt recommends using real-life examples or metaphors to illustrate your vision and inspire your team. Adapt your message for different audiences. Tailor your communication to meet the needs of different stakeholders. For example, executives may focus on financial metrics and strategic alignment. Team members may want to understand how the vision impacts their daily work. External stakeholders may be interested in the vision's broader societal impact. Overcoming the fear of taking time. Many leaders resist slowing down to refine their vision because they fear falling behind or losing momentum. However, Hyatt argues that clarity is worth the investment. A well-thought-out vision saves time in the long run by preventing missteps, misunderstandings, and wasted resources. Example: Steve Jobs is often celebrated for his clarity of vision. When Apple faced challenges, Jobs took the time to focus the company on a few key products rather than rushing to compete in multiple markets. This deliberate approach helped Apple regain its position as a leader in innovation and design. Reflection questions. Is your vision clear enough that your team can articulate it without your input? Have you taken the time to test your vision with trusted advisors or stakeholders? What steps can you take to refine your vision and ensure it's actionable? A call to action for leaders. Clarity requires patience and intentionality, but it's the foundation of effective vision-driven leadership. By refining your vision, breaking it into actionable steps, and communicating it effectively, you set the stage for success. Remember, speed may feel satisfying in the short term, but clarity creates lasting impact. Take the time to ensure your vision is not just a dream, but a concrete, actionable roadmap for the future. Clarity is the antidote to confusion. A clear vision empowers teams, drives progress, and transforms possibilities into realities. Michael Hyatt. Chapter 6. Inspiring Action Through Vision. Turning Goals into Reality. A vision without action is a dream that will never come true. In this final chapter, Michael Hyatt shifts focus from creating and clarifying your vision to the ultimate test of leadership: inspiring action. A leader's ability to mobilize their team and execute the vision is what transforms ideas into tangible results. Hyatt emphasizes that vision-driven leaders don't just see the future. They build it one step at a time. From vision to execution. Hyatt explains that the transition from vision to action requires both strategy and leadership. A vision inspires, but execution delivers. To bridge the gap between aspiration and achievement, leaders must break the vision into actionable steps, communicate clearly and consistently, foster accountability and momentum within the team. Great leaders don't just tell people what to do. They empower them to take ownership of the vision and contribute their best. The power of ownership. One of the most effective ways to inspire action is to create a sense of ownership among your team. When team members feel personally invested in the vision, they are more likely to take initiative, solve problems, and stay committed during challenging times. How to foster ownership. 1. Involve the team early. Invite your team to contribute ideas and provide feedback during the visioning process. This collaboration builds buy-in and a sense of shared purpose. 2. Delegate responsibility. Assign specific parts of the vision to team members and give them the authority to make decisions. 3. Celebrate contributions. Recognize and reward individuals and teams who make progress toward the vision. Example: when Elon Musk launched Tesla, He didn't simply articulate a vision for sustainable energy. He empowered his team to take ownership of specific goals, from designing innovative vehicles to creating efficient production systems. This sense of ownership fueled the company's rapid growth and groundbreaking achievements, creating a culture of action. Vision-driven leaders don't just inspire action. They create a culture where action becomes the norm. Hyatt outlines several strategies for embedding action-oriented behaviors into your organization's DNA. 1. Model the way. Leaders must exemplify the behaviors they expect from their team. Show commitment, take initiative, and follow through on your promises. 2. Provide clear direction. Ensure that every team member understands their role, responsibilities, and how their work contributes to the vision. Clarity eliminates hesitation and fosters confidence. 3. Encourage experimentation. Create a safe environment where team members feel empowered to take risks, propose new ideas, and learn from failures. Innovation thrives when people aren't afraid to act. 4. Measure and track progress. Use metrics and milestones to monitor progress toward the vision. Regularly review achievements and adjust strategies as needed to stay on track. Building momentum. Momentum is the driving force behind sustained action. Hyatt explains that momentum doesn't happen by accident. It's created through consistent, deliberate effort. Steps to build momentum. 1. Start small. Focus on quick wins that demonstrate progress and build confidence. 2. Communicate success. Share stories of progress with the team to reinforce belief in the vision. 3. Keep the energy flowing. Celebrate milestones, recognize individual contributions, and keep the team motivated through regular communication and encouragement. Did you know? According to research, teams that celebrate small wins are more likely to stay motivated and productive over the long term. Overcoming challenges during execution. Even with a clear vision and a motivated team, challenges are inevitable. Hyatt identifies common obstacles leaders face during execution and offers strategies to overcome them. 1. Resistance to change. Solution. Engage in open dialogue, address concerns, and remind the team of the vision's purpose. 2. Lack of resources. Solution. Prioritize tasks, allocate resources strategically, and explore creative solutions to bridge gaps. 3. Burnout. Solution. Monitor workloads, encourage work-life balance, and celebrate achievements to maintain morale. 4. Unforeseen setbacks. Solution. Approach setbacks as opportunities to learn and adapt. Stay flexible and resilient in your pursuit of the vision. Inspiring through communication. Hyatt emphasizes that communication is at the heart of inspiring action. Leaders must be skilled storytellers who can articulate the vision in a way that resonates with their team. Keys to effective communication. Be consistent. Reinforce the vision regularly through meetings, updates, and one-on-one conversations. Use stories. Share examples of how the vision is making a difference to inspire belief and action. Adapt your message. Tailor your communication to different audiences, ensuring it speaks to their specific interests and concerns. Case study. Malala Yousafzai. Malala Yousafzai's vision for universal education inspired millions around the world. Despite facing extreme opposition, she used her platform to communicate her vision with clarity and passion. Her speeches and advocacy sparked global action, from grassroots movements to international policy changes. Malala's story demonstrates the power of vision-driven leadership to rally people around a common cause and turn goals into reality. Reflection questions. Does every member of your team understand their role in achieving the vision? How can you create a sense of ownership and accountability within your organization? What steps can you take to build momentum and sustain action over time? A call to action for leaders. The true test of leadership isn't just creating a compelling vision. It's turning that vision into reality. As a vision-driven leader, your role is to inspire, align, and empower your team to act with purpose and determination. By fostering ownership, building a culture of action, and maintaining momentum, you can transform your vision from a bold idea into a lasting legacy. Remember, leadership isn't just about what you achieve. It's about inspiring others to achieve alongside you. Vision without action is merely a dream. Action without vision just passes the time. Conclusion: leading with vision, your blueprint for lasting impact. Vision is the defining hallmark of great leadership. It's what separates those who merely manage from those who inspire, innovate, and transform. In The Vision-Driven Leader, Michael Hyatt has shown us that vision isn't just a lofty ideal. It's a tangible, actionable tool that can propel organizations and teams to unparalleled success. As we conclude this journey, let's reflect on the key principles of vision-driven leadership and how you can implement them to create a legacy of impact. The power of vision. A compelling vision provides clarity, purpose, and direction. It helps you navigate uncertainty with confidence, rally your team around a common goal, overcome obstacles with courage and tenacity, make decisions that align with your long-term objectives. Hyatt reminds us that a vision doesn't guarantee success, but without it, failure is almost certain. Vision is what moves organizations out of the status quo, aligns efforts, and ensures every resource is directed toward meaningful outcomes. Your vision script, a living document. Throughout this book, you've learned how to craft, refine, and execute your vision through a vision script, a detailed plan that outlines the future you want to create. But the work doesn't stop there. Your vision script is not a static document. It's a living blueprint that evolves as your organization grows and adapts to new challenges. Regularly revisit and refine it to ensure it remains relevant and aligned with your goals. Overcoming resistance and building momentum. As a vision-driven leader, you will face resistance from external forces, your team, and even within yourself. But remember, resistance is a natural part of progress. It's a sign that you're challenging the status quo and pursuing something meaningful. By embracing courage, fostering alignment, and maintaining tenacity, you can overcome these challenges and inspire your team to press forward. Celebrate small wins, communicate consistently, and build momentum one step at a time. Leadership as influence. Visionary leadership isn't just about achieving business success. It's about influencing people and creating a positive ripple effect. Hyatt emphasizes that your ability to inspire and empower others is what truly defines your impact. Ask yourself, how can I use my vision to improve the lives of my team, customers, and community? What legacy do I want to leave behind as a leader? How can I use my position to foster growth, innovation, and purpose? When you lead with vision, you're not just shaping the future of your organization. You're shaping the future of the people within it. The leader's blueprint for vision-driven success. To summarize, here's your blueprint for becoming a vision-driven leader. 1. Craft a clear vision script. Define your goals with specificity and detail. Focus on the 4 core areas: team, product, sales and marketing, and impact. 2. Communicate the vision. Share your vision consistently and effectively, tailoring your message to resonate with different audiences. 3. Align your team. Foster buy-in by involving your team in the visioning process, addressing concerns, and creating a culture of ownership. 4. Overcome resistance. Anticipate challenges and address them with courage, transparency, and persistence. 5. Execute with clarity. Break the vision into actionable steps, measure progress, and celebrate milestones to maintain momentum. 6. Refine and evolve. Treat your vision as a living document, revisiting and adjusting it as circumstances change. A final call to action. You now have the tools and frameworks to lead with vision. The question is, will you use them? Vision-driven leadership requires intentionality, courage, and commitment. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. Take a moment to imagine the future you want to create. Picture the impact you'll have on your team, your organization, and the world. Then, commit to making that vision a reality. The journey won't always be easy, but as Hyatt reminds us, leaders create things that didn't exist before. With a clear vision, a committed team, and a steadfast resolve, you can achieve extraordinary things. So, step forward boldly, define your vision, share it with the world, And lead with the confidence that you're shaping a future worth striving for. You are the master of your destiny. You can influence, direct, and control your own environment. You can make your life what you want it to be. Michael Hyatt, this is your time. Lead with vision and let your legacy begin.